Tablad ba ni eh? Sinubukan ko lang to. May pumasok. Diyan lang po kayo ha. Ang blurred. Madilim kasi dito walang honey. I tried to go to live. I tried to go to live.
You try to cool the house.
Yeah, it's cool.
Hot. You live right now?
Yes, sir. Nobody go in. Zero. Basta na at sara man ni sila mari na lang ta maistoryahay pero may aron nga maka daghan ako utuan oras bukot-bukotan ta katugnaw. Kamusta man ka nang? Nahipon ni Esther. No, it's fine, honey. You can use the aircon if you're hot, right? What's wrong with our light? No, yeah, I tried to on but it didn't work good. Ay, nasakit sa ulo. Good thing it's full. Are you cooking, honey? Kuha naman na ng sulat. Hi. Hi, Ra Adventurous. Salamat. Salamat sa pagpasok. Ano ko, hindi ako marunong mag-jacket pero papulahan na lang kita gamit sa isa kung meron ako dito isa tingnan ko muna mga na dito na mga 7 mga 9 kanina ko pa ito tinitingnan yung sa kaibigan ko tinitingnan ko yung niya oh kay Daira sarap Daira bilis ko naman imo ni Daira kay Daira nina Narat ay Carrera ako na lang ito honey yung galawas man kaday gawas day ayaw sa gawas Kapoy eh. Bana ako eh. Siya na yung nagluto. Napagadiha na. You know what? I will just read. Do you have a electrical book, honey? Can I read that? This is your electrical, right? I will just read it. While we review. Do live. Balik ko muna sa kaibigan ko yung tinignan ko.
Running out of words.
Ha?
Did you run out of words, honey?
No, I'm tired, honey.
I was gonna say I'm shocked you ran out of words.
Tired.
I'm a man.
Una day kay Musaka ko sa taas. Di ko ubos building at taas. Okay nang, salamat nang. Ha? Yeah, but now I feel tired. I'm tired. Tired. Oh, ano ko lang to kaday. Kanday,
The only time you run out of words is when you got time for it.
when I have tampo, that's the time I will have no word. Because I'm tired. When I'm tired too, I feel like I don't want to talk. So now while I'm doing live, just read this book. Do you? So now, honey, you're listening to me. I'll read this book. So I'll read it. I read this electrical electrical exam preparation. So this book is uh, for electrical. So I got this from my husband. I borrow from him. And while I do live, I wanna read this book so that I will not feel bored and you will not feel bored too. English pa more. So let's go. But zero no more. What may nag-view. Man, there's a lot of mathematics in here. It's like there's a lot of calculation. So I'll loud, honey, so that you can hear me. So that you can hear. You can hear. You will be. You will be refreshed too. Huh?
Biggie.
Okay. So we are here in. But this book, it's not in like paragraph, one paragraph. It's go to the other page, you go to the other page. It's like Bible, right? So wala na yung sulod. How to use the textbook. So how to use the textbook. Oh no, I will go to the about these textbooks. Textbook. How to pronounce textbook, honey? Electrical installation that's safe and conforms to the requirements of the NEC. This textbook contains the following stipulation: the power system and the voltage. All power supply systems are assumed to be solidly grounded in any of the following voltages. So 120 V or volt single phase, 120 slash 240 volt single phase, 120 dash 208 volts three phase, um, 120 240 volts phase, or 277 slash 480 volts three phase unless identified otherwise. So what can you say about this, honey? Are you hearing me?
Not really.
So this is talking about the power system and the voltages. So there is like 120 voltage slash 240. So what's this to 120 and 140 voltage? They are work together.
They're from a single transformer.
Also, okay, now I understand. So 120 and 240 volts is a single phase, right? That's what it's saying in here. So they are work together. This is called single. So how about 120 slash 208 volts three phrase? Why they call it three phrase? Three phrase.
Because it uses three transformers.
Oh, so they use three transformers. Oh, oh yeah, that's what it said in here. They call three phrase. It's like three transformers. In other words, three transformers. So or 277 slash 480 volts three phrase unless identified otherwise. What it says unless identified otherwise. So you can use 277 slash 480 volts three three phrase unless identified otherwise. So
What?
it says in here that 277 slash 480 volts three, three phrase unless identified otherwise. So electrical calculation.
Seems like something's missing that you're telling me. Which part of
What's
the original?
what's missing in there?
Don't. Don't.
Why? Oh no, my towel. I have a lot of everything in the sofa. A lot of stuff. So while I'm taking a rest, I'll do live and at the same time learning the
It's saying that all
electricity.
these, because the first sentence says, all power supply systems are assumed to be solidly grounded in any of the following voltages. So all these systems are are the systems that we use, and they're solidly grounded.
Okay. So I need to make it really fast and then
Unless it's marked otherwise, that means you can assume it's going to be one of those systems unless it's marked.
okay, electrical calculations. So use unless the question or the example specify three phase. The questions and the examples are based on a single phase power supply. So the single phase power supply it's from the
So this is
120 volts to 120 slash 240 volts, right? That's a single phase. Rounding. All calculation are rounded to the nearest ampere in accordance with 225B. Conductor material. Conductors are considered copper unless aluminum is identified or specified. So the conductor material are considered copper unless aluminum is identified or specified. So so it means, honey, that the copper. So there is like aluminum. It's not all identified.
What it's saying is that everything in the book's going to be assumed to be copper unless it says aluminum. So, like if it says this wire, you're going to assume the wire is copper.
Oh,
But
so
if
I
the book,
gotta assume that the copper is the wiring is copper.
you're going to assume that the wire that that book is talking about at that time is copper once that book tells you it's aluminum. It's telling you how to use the book.
Okay. Conductor sizing. Conductors are sized based on a thin copper conductor terminating on the 70 degrees terminal in accordance with the 110-14, unless the question or the example identifies otherwise. Overcurrent device. The terms of overcurrent device is the textbooks refer to molded case
Right?
circuit breakers.
You're not really being taught nothing right now. They're just telling you how to use the book.
Okay. So I will, so I'm just reading right now because it's not really that important. So this is about the textbook, about the books. So unless identified otherwise, where a fuse is identified, it's to be of a single element type, also known as one-time fuse, unless identified otherwise. Authors comment: because the neutral conductor of the solidly grounded system is always grounded to the earth, it's both an ungrounded conductor and a neutral conductor. To make it easier for the reader of this textbook, we'll refer to the grounded conductor of a grounded system as the neutral conductor. So, journeyman or master contractor study. Journeyman, if you're using, so the journeyman is a type of electrician. Journeyman is a type of the.
It's a classification.
That's a classification of electrician, right? Or classification of the what?
Degree or
The
classification.
the degree or the yeah, that's it. So it's like a journeyman. Journeyman is like the first level of
No, the first level is apprentice.
huh?
The first level is apprentice.
Also, the first level of the electrical is apprentice. Then the second level is journeyman, and the third level is master. Right?
Yeah.
There is a fourth level.
No.
So there is three.
Well, there is some other levels, like you could get residential wireman's license. That would be under journeyman.
Oh, okay.
But you only need that for the residential. Then you can get a sign license so that you can work with signs.
Oh,
You can get, well,
so
that's it.
so now I'll read in the journeyman or master contractor study. Journeyman, if you're using these textbooks to pass or a journeyman exam, complete units 1 to 9 found in chapter 1 and 2 of the textbook
And
command, including the unit review questions and challenge question. You should you should also complete the
man,
squeeze quizzes and exams in the chapter 4. So master contractor. If you're using the textbook to pass a master contractor exam, Complete units 1 to 12 in chapter 1, 2, and 3 in their entirety, 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 including the unit review questions and challenge questions. You should you should also complete the quizzes and exam in a chapter 4. For for additional help in a preparing for an exam, you can expand your study program with DVDs that accompany these textbooks. To order these DVDs at a discounted price, call 888.632.2633. S- Huh? Yeah, I do read the advertisement. Huh? Story? No, I want this because I want to learn too electrical. So I'm here in letter. No, not yet. Cross references, notes, and exceptions. Cross references. This textbook contains cross references to other related code code requirements to help you develop a better understanding of how the NEC rules related to one another. These cross references are indicated by the code section numbers in bracket. An example of which is 90.4. Informational informational notes. Informational notes from the NEC contained in this textbook will be identified simple as note. And for inform, informational notes from the NEC contains in this textbook will be identified simply as note. Exception. Exception contains in the textbooks will be identified as X and not spelled out. Technical question. As you progress through this textbook, you might find that you don't understand every explanation, example, calculation, or comment. Don't become don't become where is it? Frustrated and don't get down on it yourself. Remember, this is technical material and sometimes the best attempt to explain the concept isn't enough to make it perfectly clear. If you're still confused, visit blank and post your question on our free good forum for help. The forum is a moderated community of the electrical professionals where you can exchange ideas and post technical questions that will be answered by your peers. Textbooks correction. We're committed to providing you the finest product with the fewest errors. We take great care in researching the NEC requirements to ensure this textbook is correct, but we're realistic and know that there may be errors found and reported after the textbook. Huh? Yeah. May be errors found and reported after this textbook is printed. The last thing we want is for you to have a problem finding, communicating, and accessing this information. Any errors found after printing are listed on our website. So if you find an error, first check to see if it's already been corrected by going to blank and then click on correction www.mike hot tap home course correction
That's
that
not wrong.
if you believe that there there's an error of any kind, typographical or grammatical, technical, or anything else in these textbooks or in the answer K, and it isn't already listed on the website. If you are an instructor and have adapted mic called textbooks for use in your classroom, you can register for up to date answer keys that can be downloaded from our website. To register and receive a login password, go to that. So I will not read that. I wanna learn. This is not learning. Just all information from the owner of this book. How to use these textbooks. So there is also a structure how to use this book. So layout of these textbooks incorporates special feature designed not only to help you navigate easily through the material but to enhance your understanding as well. Frame yellow notes contain example and practical application question and answer. So this is the question and answer. So it's the yellow line. Uh, the yellow notes contain example and practical application question and answer. The green text within a gray bar or gray highlight signified an important electrical formula. So that's an electrical formula. Color the highlighting in the chapter color identifies the solution to a calculation or subtitles in the more complicated calculation in chapter 2 and 3. What time is it now? It's 9:30. Color coding. Color coding graphics with an icon and green border contain a change in the code from 2011. Color coding and modular format make it easy to navigate through each section of the textbook. Danger, caution, and warning icons highlight areas of concern. A or code under the article number can be scanned with a smartphone app to take you to a sample video clip so you can watch mic and DVD panel discussion stuff. Danger, caution, and warning icons highlight. This one, graphics with an icon and green border contains a change in the code from 2011. So this books it's not used anymore because there is updated. They always update the book electrical books.
Yeah.
What make why they update the electrical books?
Because technology is always changing, and, and we find new problems you gotta address.
So that's meant the idea the idea
The theory
the
doesn't really
idea, the
change.
issue, and the system,
The
it will
theory,
be changed. There's changes.
the theory don't change, just the code.
The code, but the theory of electrical is the same.
You ain't gonna change that.
Yeah, that's a, it's so passing your is if you are using this textbook to help you prepare for your electrical exam, these tips can help you succeed in the process. How to achieve your best grade. In order to pass an exam, a few things need to happen. You need to 1. Prepare yourself mentally, emotionally, and physically. So when you are going to do examination for electrical, the best thing you need to do first is you need to prepare yourself mentally and emotionally and physically. So when you say mentally, you need to probably go to sleep early. That's make your brain refresh, and you will be ready to go for the to go to answer the question, so that you can have a good, you can realize mo ba to? You can answer the questions correctly. So mentally, emotionally. So don't go to the exam when you are heartbroken, or you are frustrated, or you have argument, or you're upset, or you're sad. So that's not make you help. That's really not good time for you to do the exam. So physically, so it's so obvious that when you do exam, you need to like physical ability to, you know, um, to hold the pen. Obviously, hold the pen, because when you go to exam and then you don't have, you need to eat. Of course, you need to eat. You have a good, you have a good condition. Your body has a good condition to, you know, to move, to hold the pen, because when you feel what do you call this, honey? When you feel nervous, and then when you are your body is not, you feel unhealthy, that the day when you take an exam, then it's not gonna work. Yeah. So that's my own, my idea.
That's your ad lib.
Huh?
That's your ad lib.
Yeah, that's my ad. What ad?
Ad lib.
Yeah, ad lib. So next, create a proper study program so that you have the time to learn and technical material to answer all the questions. So you need to be ready yourself by what? Reading all your books. That's when you need to know really the, you need to study. That's what it's, in short, you need to study, because you cannot really answer, of course, when you are not go to the examination and then you didn't study. That's impossible. So because when my husband do the examination, so every day he's really, every day he studied, not for just one day. So every day you need to have you need to store some knowledge every day. It's not like one day you need to learn everything, because that's impossible too. It's when you go to to do the exam, so you will be have a mental block. You cannot remember everything. Yeah, so you need to store it in your brain day by day, learning day by day. That's how it work. And what else? You need, there's a lot of, there's also a sort of study. It's not only a book. Now that there is like online discussion about electrical, something like that, you need to go to YouTube and then learn from the other people that they are a master, they are they are, what they call this, they are they're teaching about electrical. So my husband did that too. He always he was he was he went to the YouTube and keep watching it to the other electrician that they have really good experience. They study more, and then what else? They are really a teacher for electrical. So that's my recommendation. And also there is like a sort of review, electrical review on. It's like a class, but just like give give you they will give you a like review yourself. So that's it. And then next, prepare for the exam by what knowing what to expect when the exam taking process. So when you are an electrician, probably you really know what do you expect. I mean, you you are how honey when you have an examination that time, do you do you do you expect? So when you are like when you was taking an examination for electrical, so did you expect anything? No.
Do I expect anything?
What is this? Prepare for the exam by knowing what to expect by now. The number three, honey, it said in here, prepare for the exam by knowing what to expect with the exam taking process.
Yeah, you gotta know the process of
Yeah.
the know the process, like how the test can be taken, put it on the computer, who wants to
Oh,
record it.
this is what it means. So you really need to know. You really need to know what kind of exam. Uh,
Your times and
if
other strategies to take the test.
yeah, like you need to know, or you need to have a clue the examination if like they will use computer or they will use handwriting or probably they use ABCD, you know, that kind of stuff, or um, like your how to say that, honey, like like handwriting, right? What else? Handwriting. So that's it. And five, understand how to take an exam, how to approach question, and how to manage your time during the test. So
One of the
you need to
examples
plan
is
yourself during the time of examination. You need to plan the time. Like for example, your examination will be 10 o'clock in the morning, and that it's really hectic schedule, especially when you are far from that uh, from
what
that
they
place.
what they mean by manage your time is it's a time test. So when you take the test, you need to go through and answer all the ones that's really easy first,
Yeah.
and then
So
go and write down the ones you just don't know at all that will
oh
take a while. Like mark them, because on the test you can mark your
oh yeah.
portion.
So my husband gave me an idea about the exam because he know already about it because he he did he did examine how to say that he, he he's the one do the exam for the electrical. He did it. That's it. So what is saying in here is that you need to when you are in the when when your teacher, when the teacher, when the instructor or the teacher will tell you that you will have, like, for example, 1 hour, you need to be finished to answer that 100 questions, probably 100 questions, 50 questions, or or how, or 30 or to 100, something like that. So it said in her that you need to you know how to manage the time. So which means that when you when you are like do the examination, right, and then if that answer, yeah, no, if that questions is hard for you to answer, then what should you do is just escape the question, go to another question, and then that if the next question will be easy for you, then that's that, answer that first, and then go to the third question again. And if it's hard for you again to answer, or you forgot, or you're not really sure, you have doubt to that answer, so you need to go to the four questions, so that then that in that process you can minimize, you can have more time to answer the questions that you're you can think that you can easy to answer. You know what, you know, my English is not good, but that's what my husband said. So answer first, in short, answer go to the questions that it's easy for you to answer,
The hard.
skip the hard one, and then later when you have time, for example, you still have, like, you're done already for all the easy questions, right, you answered already, then go to the uh, go back to the go back to the hard question, and then try to probably you can uh, and you can answer by because in my own idea, I never went to the examination for this electrical, but when I was in high school or elementary, yeah, of course we have examination, right? So what I did is like I'll just I just go to read the question, and if the question there is like there is like ABCD, right, and then I will just answer the close the let's like close to the question. That's what I need to pick. I will pick that um answer. I will answer to the close one, because when I exam for the what do you call that, honey, the when we do the car examination, handwriting for the car exam. So I never really study. What I did is like I just guessing what is the question. Through the question, you can guess there is like ABCD there, identification, something like that. So you can just pick the closest one there. So the fourth is like the fifth. The fifth the fifth one is how the confidence that you can pass. Have the confidence. I'm sorry. Have the confidence that you can pass. First of all, the first when I read this one, th- the first thing I have in my mind was have the confidence that you can pass. Yeah, we can have confidence in ourselves to really uh, to really think that, oh, I can pass this examination. Yeah, of course that's really a help, that you need to think positive, right? But the first one is you need to, as a Christian, we need to really have the confidence with God, because He is the source of wisdom, right? So he can give us confidence he can give us confidence. So that's the first thing, and then also yourself. That's right, honey, right?
Yeah.
So that's it. Just confidence with God, and also confidence yourself, but God first. So the here we are here in the prepare mentally, emotionally, and physically. So I was read it already a while ago about this prepare mentally, emotionally, and physically. So I'll read this. Studies have concluded that for the students to achieve their best grades, they must learn to obtain the most from their natural abilities. It's not how long you study or how high your IQ is. It's what you do and how you study that counts the most. To get your best grade, you must make a decision to do the best and follow as many of the following techniques and suggestions as possible. Reality, reality, reality. These instructions are a basic guide to help you achieve your maximum grade. It's unreasonable to think that all of the instructions can be followed to the letter all of the time. Day-to-day events and unexpected situations must be taken into consideration. Support. You need encouragement in your studies and you need to support from your loved ones and colleagues. Colleagues. How to pronounce it? Colleagues.
Copy.
Colleague. Colleague. To properly prepare for your exam, you need to study a few hours per week for several months depending on your existing knowledge. So here this book advising the author of this book advising to advising the electrical person or to the person who take an exam for the electrical. You should be yeah, I think there's there. You should study a few hours per week. So just hours, just study hours per week. So here, communication with your family. Oh, by the way, it's need to in here support. So uh, to those who are going to the exam for the like electrical or any kind of exam, they really need family support or loved one support because when when whenever the loved ones or the family support, there will be encourage. There will be it's give the person encouragement or inspired. Yeah, give confidence that he can do it, that he can pass the exam. So to those who loved ones that um, they have loved ones that going to do examination, then go ahead support them. So now we are here in communication with your family. Good communication with your family is very important because studying every night and on weekends can cause much tension and stress. Try to win their support, cooperation, and encouragement during this difficult time. Let them know the long-term benefits to the family and what passing the exam means. Be sure to plan some special time with them during the preparation period. Don't go overboard and neglect them. So what he's saying in here is like you, um, the family should be support the give give time give time to the person who take the exam. Give time to study to and not disturb them, not disturb when when that person is studying. So give give him important. And whenever like there is a busy hectic schedule or there's a lot of things to do in the house, and that person is the one who go to study, and then you're disturbing him, then it's not good.
You want egg?
Yeah, like now.
What else do you want?
Just egg, honey. So like when the person is studying, just support them. Don't disturb like, oh, you need to do these things, you need to eat, you need to finish do these things. Like just you will tell, oh, this is just very quick, can you do this for me? So that is not really good. You're disturbing the mind, you're disturbing the focus of what do you call that, focus his mind to learn what he reads or what he's studying. Sorry, my English is not good, but I just try to, speak English in Tahay. Kamu rumah put bitaw. Kamu rumah put manoy manang mananaw. Oh, stress lagi. Stress can really take the wind out of you. It's really true. Instead, you learn when you have problem or someone disturb you, that's make you stress, and now it's really wind you wind wind out wind out. It takes practice, but develop the habit of relaxing before you begin your studies. So I heard that it said in here that you need to be relaxed before you begin to your studies. But yeah, it's really true. When you are feel disturbed or anxiety or depressed or feel confused, then just try to eat banana. I heard that the banana is make your brain refresh or relax. So probably it can help you. It's crossing my mind. The banana was crossing my mind that it can help you refresh and make you relax. So stretch, do a few sit-ups and push-ups. Take a 20 minutes walks. Oh, this here is a different advice from mine. It says in here that you need to um, push-ups. You do push-ups when you feel stress. Push-up and also 20 minutes walk
How many eggs
or a
do you want?
few slow deep breaths.
Eggs do you want?
3x.
3?
Yes, sir.
Right?
And deliberately relax the muscles groups that are associated with tension, such as the shoulders, the back, neck, and jaw. So, so you need to have push-ups and 20 minutes walks, and also deep, deep, deep breath, deep breath. So that's make your stress blow go away. Go away. Maintaining a positive attitude. What?
Beef.
Beef?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I want uh not medium cook. I want well done.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Maintaining a positive attitude is important. It helps keep you going and helps keep you from becoming discouraged. So maintaining positive attitude is important. Yeah, of course, maintaining a positive attitude is very important. It's really true. Absolutely true. So it helps you going and helps keep you from becoming discouraged. Eye care. It's very important to have an eye checks. Human eyes weren't designed to constantly focus on something less than an arm's length away. Our eyes were designed for survival, spotting food and enemies, a distance. Your eyes will be under tremendous stress because of the prolonged reading, which can result in headaches, fatigue, anesthesia, squinting, or eyes that burn, ache, water, or tear easily. Be sure to tell your eye doctor that you're you're studying to pass an exam. Bring this textbook and good book with you, and that you expect to do tremendous amount of reading and writing, reading glasses, and reduce eye discomfort. So, so it's also telling here that when you do keep on reading, that it's make cause your eyes. Um, it can give you headaches, fatigue, nausea, sweating, or teary eye, or both itch, itching, itching, and it's kind of eye that burned. Yeah, really, it can burn too. So, so when you study, you just study a few hours, not 24 hours. It's not good for your eyes. So be sure to look up occasionally away from near text to distant objects. Your work area should be 3 times brighter than the right of your room. Don't read under a single lamp in a dark room. Try to eliminate glare, mixing, or fluorescent and in what is this? Incandescent lightning can be helpful. Full. So it's telling in here that you really need a a good light. So I think reading at the morning time, reading in the morning is the it's more pre- preferable. Is that the right word, preferable, honey?
Preferable.
Yeah, it's like reading in the morning is more preferable.
Preferable.
Huh?
Preferable.
I can't hear you.
Preferable.
Preferable,
Not prefer. Prefer.
pref, prefer,
Prefer.
prefer,
Preferable.
preferable,
Yeah.
preferable. Yeah, preferable. So that's so so choose to study in the morning, not not in the evening, because in the evening it's even there is the fluorescent or the light, it's not enough to sustain your eye to read your books. It can cause headache. So here training, we are here in training. Preparing for the exam is the same as training for any other event. Get plenty of rest and avoid intoxicating drugs, including alcohol, stretching, or exercising each day. For at least 10 minutes, help you get in better mood. Eat light meals such as pasta, chicken, fish, vegetables, fruit, and so forth. Try to avoid red meat, butter, sugar, and salt. High fat content foods. They slow you down and make you tired and sleepy. Yeah, is it right? This is right. So I prefer to eat vegetables or fruits. So this author also give advice to eat healthy food, including the vegetables and fruits. So don't eat red meat; it's not good for you. So let's go here in learning how to use your books. So learning how to use your books. One of the best way to prepare is to know how to use your good book. So check whether or not you can take your own code book into an exam. If you are allowed to mark it up and which kind of notes are allowed, if you can highlight information in different colors, and if you are allowed to tab it, become really efficient at using your code book so you can be ready in a time test environment. Review the table of the contents and graphics in all your study books. This will help you to develop a sense of material. As you read the text continually ask yourself questions. This should help you to develop a better understanding of the text message. So, here, taking the exam. Being prepared for an exam means more than just knowing electrical concept. The code and the calculation have you felt prepared for an exam and then choke when actually taking it. Many good and knowledgeable people didn't pass their exam because they didn't know how to take an exam. Yeah, so there is like you are smart, you are you study hard, or you feel like you can pass because you feel yourself that, oh, I have knowledge, I have enough knowledge to answer all those questions, but then it was wrong because sometimes when you're like more confident to yourself that, oh, that is easy, I'm knowledgeable already, I can pass the exam, so that's make you feel, how to pronounce that, feel like feel like you cannot pass, so that make you, huh, fail, yeah, fail, that make you fail. It's too much confidence, too much thinking to yourself that, oh, I'm not knowledgeable to answer all those questions. So that's not good. But because sometimes when you are like, when you feel that, when you think that to yourself, then you will not focus to the questions, but instead you will focus to the questions, you are focused to what you think that, what to yourself that, oh, I'm not knowledgeable, it's like, it's like it's give you, it's good, it's not, what do you call this, like, it's confused you, confuse yourself. It's like it's not focused. That's what I was noticed even to myself. Oh, eat pa more. Eat. Give it to me, Rani. I'll eat. So here, taking an exam is a learning process that takes practice and involves the strategies. The following suggestions are designed to help you develop your strategies. So there is strategies. There's a lot of strategies. First is answer the questions, the easy questions. The second is like try to answer all the questions, even despite of you don't really not sure if that's right, but really don't forget to answer everything. Don't skip questions. Try to answer it even it's difficult. If like you're not sure about your answer, just don't skip. Try to answer. Probably you don't know. You will be. You will be. You will. It's. You can. What do you call? You can guess. Sometimes guessing is not. It's not.
Yeah, if you run out of time, that's what you gotta do. Just guess.
Yeah. So that's what you gonna do. Guess. It's better to guess than never.
The unanswered question is wrong.
Yeah. So the questions without answer is wrong. There's no hope. So just try to answer, and there is still like hope. Probably it will be correct. There's nothing wrong to guess. Everyone has had experience where they become tense and couldn't think think straight. The first step is becoming aware of the tension, and the second is to make a deliberate effort to relax. So the first, if like you need to be aware yourself if you are being tension, because sometimes tension is make you feel um you're if red get rid of your confidence. So when you don't have confidence, that's make you feel you feel already negative, and the negative it's all cannot be a positive result. So what I mean is like you you need to you need to be aware to your attention, because at least when you aware to your attention, you can like find a way, find a strategy, like probably you can drink water, or you can talk to your not classmate, it's the your what do you call that, the co you can talk to the friends, the one that also doing the test. So it's get red attention when you have tension, right? Because during the examination you feel like, oh, I can pass this or not, so you can feel tension. So to get rid of that tension, you need to probably drink water, or go talk to your neighbor. You have neighbor there, right? Because you're not the only one who get do the exam. So probably it's help you. And also third, but not the least. Not third, but not the least. It's in here. Deliberate effort to relax. That's what I'm saying. You need to to make yourself to make yourself relax. Find a way to make yourself relax. Make sure you're comfortable. Where yeah, you need to make sure that during the examination that you're really comfortable. When it says comfortable, it's like probably you're not comfortable to your clothes, pants, when you sit down, and then you're not feel comfortable because it's too tight. So it can distract your focus to your goal that day, to your goal to pass the exam. So, and also, um, what else? What else, honey, that make you feel uncomfortable? Probably you wanna use the bathroom. You're not comfortable because you want to use the bathroom, and the examination it's already ready. It's already you're already doing the examination, and then you feel like, oh, I need to go to the bathroom. So that's not good at all. So you need to be comfortable. Dress according to your you feel comfy, feel comfy, and then go to the bathroom first. So I think that's how. Or if you feel hot because your intention, drink water, and it can make you feel comfortable. Probably. Or pray. You can pray. Ask God guidance. That's the really best when you have tension, when you are uncomfortable. So prayer is the best. What do you call this? The best advice for these things in here, for your tension or for your uncomfortable feelings during the examination. There are many ways to relax, and you have to find method that works for you too, or the easiest methods that work very well for many people follow. Yeah, so people have a different, they call it defense mechanism. I think it's a kind of defense mechanism. People have a different defense mechanism. It's like if you are not feel comfortable, so your defense mechanism probably you want to, to close your eyes, or you want to press press your hand, press your hand. Dai, darling, hello da. Basa-basa ko dai. Manag ka ng kuan-kuan ko dai ba nag unla nagbasa-basa ko aning electrical dai ba samtang nag live. Asa ra man to ako man to gi-play tong imo dai asa man to ako cellphone nga usa. Nagamit ko sa ko laptop diri asa mo ko. Where is my phone?
Well, a couple of them.
Ako to gi-play ang imo dai ba wa pa to na pa to kanina pa to nag gikan pa mi sa trabaho. Ikan pa mi sa trabaho dai niya ako to gi-on. Karon nag-live ko diri. Okay ra man di man ba hiba anday no. Di na may bawan ka na bisayaon ko. So salamat sa mga thumbs up. Where is my phone?
I'll say mong telefona.
Hasa ko no ako telepono. Nagbasa-basa ko ani dayo. Kay ang nagsuporta na ako bray ba akong mga kaigsuunan akong bana po ning apil-apil. Nagbasa ko sa electrical. Padayon na ko day ha. So nagyamyam ko na English kita day ba. Ako ro bitaw pamilya og ikaw day o bana makakita ani. Mo kalay hunahunaan ko day darling. Kulay hunahunaan. Asa ka to cellphone? Adara. Dapat na tanaw na ako di ako siguro. Ada pag yun day, na day. Mag ikaw na day. Ha? Imong bana. Kita ka day. Na kanina, ako pa takan ha okay raman di ba? Naghatag gusto kini man imong bana day. Mura naghatag siya sa kini sa iyahang. Naday mo si kini day no. Usa ni butterscotch man siguro ni. Butterscotch. Nakapananom day imong bana. Ikaw may nananaw man ni day. Kani ako ni gibalhin na sa ako cellphone kini gamit na niya akong cellphone. Tanaw po siya sa ako. Uy, dira ba day? Ginagamit na, nag-live man day ko. Di kisa man ni cellphone. Dili mo siguro pwede, di ba na pwede day?
Do Facebook, you can have people join.
Huh?
You do Facebook, you can have people join.
Honey, it's fine, honey. Don't use mine because I wanna. Don't watch me.
Well,
Because I wanna use that for my friend. Because now when I start to live, I think that's not good. Give it to me. Di ba siguro ni pwede? Karing ko anday ba? Karing bang tanang. Tanaw man ako na nagtanaw ko. Nagtanaw ko sa imo, di ba? Nagtanaw ko sa imo. Anday kay mga ibang kanindring nga siya. Pero nag-live manggukong ya basin mahibawan. Can you give me,
my phone.
ha?
My phone, take my phone.
You can look at in here so that I can use that to my friend because I use this, it's the same. Agoy, nagkalat na mo balay today. Can you look at honey?
If you don't want me to watch you, then I'm just going to be on my phone.
Yeah, you can go to go like Facebook, and then you can still watch because I don't want to miss up.
You're not gonna mess you up.
No, this one you
Quit
don't
digging
understand.
those myths. Those are myths.
Yes,
What?
because they're the same, right? They're the same.
No, that's your account. This is my account.
Huh?
That's your account.
Yeah.
This is
So,
my account.
so the white, the white, the white they can know that I do live and then do this. So I can do that. Ah, okay ra day. Ah, basin magug dili pwede day. Okay, ako ba lahi-lahion kay basin ba di pwede. Ah, okay ra man ka day. Ah, okay lang. Tawd kanang nag-live ko mo, usa na man day ko ka oras day og kuan, usa na ko ka oras og kuma nag-live. Basa-basa ko ani day ba? Basa-basa ko ani. Ah, basa na po ko otro. So the first pass sa kuan is electrical na bili day ako basta akong answer the question, give yourself about 30 seconds for each question. If you can't find the answer in your reference book within the 30 seconds, go on the next question. Chances are that you'll come across the answer while looking up another question. The total time for the first pass should be 25% of the exam time. Second pass. This pass is done the same as the first one except that you allowed a little more time for each question, about 60 seconds. If you still can't find the answer, go on the next one. Don't get stuck. The total time for the second pass should be about 30% of the exam time. Third pass. See how much time is left and subtract 30 minutes. Spend remaining time equal on each question. If you still haven't answered the question, it's time to make an educated guess. Never leave a question unanswered. Fourth pass. Use the last 30 minutes of the exam for review. Read each question and verify that you selected the correct answer. If it's a paper or pencil test, verify that you are transferred the answer carefully to the answer key. With the remaining time, see if you can find the answer to those questions to which you made an estimated guess. So the first one is you need to the skip. No, answer the question. The first thing you need to do is like you need to answer the question that you are sure that question that you can answer. It's easy for you to answer. And the second is like so allow little more time for each question, about 60 seconds. So use 60 seconds in each question. And then the third is um, if you haven't answered the question, and because it's if you think that it's hard for you, then when you skip it, don't forget to come back and answer it. Guess answer and answer. Use your best guess. And the fourth is review all the questions and reread. I mean, how to say that? It's like you need to reread. You need to review all the questions. If you skip you skip the questions, you forget to answer. You need to look at each question if you really answer those questions. Because it's not, it's better to guess than to skip. Because skipping is that means it's already wrong. So guessing, when time is running out and you still have answered an answered question, guess. So this is what I said. You need to guess. Checking your work. The first thing to check, and you should be watching out for this during the whole exam, is to make sure you mark the answer in the correct spot. Oh, so you need to really mark the answer in the right. You need to mark to the right to the right answer, and then changing answer when you're reading the question and checking the answers during the fourth pass. Resist the urge to change an answer in most cases. Your first choice is best, and if you aren't sure, stick with that choice. Only change answer if you are positive that you can make a mistake. Paper and pencil multiple choice exam are graded electronically, so be sure to thoroughly erase any answer that you change. Also erase any trial pencil marks from the answer sheet. So it's really better to, when you answered already, don't change it when you are not really sure really if it's really right. So if you're not feeling if you're not sure that it's right to go to the other answer, then just stick to your answer. Rounding off. You should always round your answer to the same number of places in the exam answer. You should always round your answer to the same number of places as the exam answer. So you need to round it. When it's like round, you need to round it. When it's like, say it's check, if it's check, you need to check it. Don't follow the direction. When the direction said you need to round it, you need to round it. When it said you need to check it, you need to check it. But most of the time, the examination it's really round because it's like electronic. And your calculation comes out to 2.16. Don't choose the answer D, none of these. The correct answer is uh, example, if an exam has multiple choice of A 2.10, B 2.20, C 2.30, D none of these. And your calculation comes out to 2.16. Don't choose the answer D, none of these. The correct answer is 2.20 because the answer is the case, in this case, can round it off to the nearest tenth. So, for example, your calculation will be 2.16, and then there's in the ABC to D, ABC, there's nothing in it. There's nothing that the same thing to your calculation answer, then just choose the close, how to say that, honey, closest, the nearest answer, the nearest number of calculation of your calculation. So if your calculation is 2.16, then pick the 2.20 because 16 and 20 is more close. They are more they are nearest. Don't answer none of this. This is what's the book told to those who will do the exam. These things to be careful. Don't get stuck on any one question. So don't ever stuck to one question. So you really need to go keep going. You need to go to the other questions because it's waste of time. And there is when there is examination, it's always have a limited time. So read each question carefully. So you need to be focused. Your mind should be focused to the questions and read it really carefully. Be sure you mark the answer in the correct spot on the screen or answer sheet if the test is paper based. So you really need to you need to mark it your answer carefully. Don't become flustered or extremely tense. So you don't need to be tense. Just relax. Try to relax. Probably when you write when your brain telling you to mark the A, and then suddenly your hand is already in the B. So that's not really good. Summary. Make sure everything is ready and packed the night before the examination. So you need to ready the things that you need for the examination. For example, you need the of course the exam most of the most of the exam or the test use the pencil. So you need to check you have pencil in your bag, you have paper in your bag, you have probably now it's like they use laptop or computer. You need to have laptop, and then also if there's calculation, you may have bring your what phone. You can bring your phone, honey. You can bring your phone to the exam to the test now. So you cannot bring the phone, but when there's calculation, you can use calculator because I think you use calculator. You can take a calculator. You can take
or use
calculator.
one that
So you need to
but it has to
prepare
be
things night before you go to exam. Don't try to cram the night before the
but it has to
exam.
be a
If you
calculator
don't
like this.
calculator like this, that's funny.
I mean that's what I bought it for.
Okay. So don't try to cram the night before the exam. If you
You can't
don't
use a
know
scientific
it by then, it's too late. Have a good breakfast. Get the thermos and energy snacks ready. So you need to, if you have a wife, or if the wife do the exam, the husband need to prepare for the breakfast for the wife, and he should have vegetables, fruits. It's a good energy kind of food. It's not like easy cook microwave food. No, it need to be well prepared food. Well prepared. That's right. Well prepared. It's a good breakfast. Take all your reference books. Let the proc what's this proctors tell you what you can't use. So take all your reference books, and if you have what do you call that, copy codigo in Bisaya, codigo. Bring all your codigo. We call that codigo, honey. The one that is already answered, and you just copy it there. Cheating, kind of. Determine the time per question for each pass, and don't forget to save time to go back to the ones you skip over. So don't really Forget to go back to the ones you skip over. You need to go back. You need to turn around and go back to the question and answer it. Is it what is said right here, right? Remember in the first past answer, excuse me. Only the easy questions in the second. Spend a little more time with each question, but don't become stuck. In the third pass, use the remainder of the time minus 30 minutes to answer the remaining question. In the fourth pass, check your work. Oh no, I will be until
There's
to
an example of well prepared
oh, I wanna
breakfast.
eat. This is the good breakfast. My husband cooked. Give me spoon.
You want this?
Water. This is the good. Salamat, sir. When you do like study, it need to be like this. Someone cook for you. Just hand the food and hand the food. Ngaon ka. Gusto man ko dahil ka ang kagan nga pabakal. So yummy. I have egg. I have tamale rice. Mm, kaon dito siya. Upan karne. Ngaon ka. Ngaon tag tamale day. Mais day ba sa ato? Mais. Mais nga ilagi kuan gihimong budbud. Ha? Lamit man. Gilutuan ko ni Billy. Suporta sila sa ako lang.
Sugar?
No, tubig. This is tubig, right? Wa may table ani ay. Na may table puno man.
Put whatever you don't eat in here.
Hmm?
Whatever you don't finish, put it in here.
Okay, sir. Lami ang fried rice ay kabalo na nimo fried rice. Fried rice ko.
No garlic.
Ha?
No garlic.
Garlic.
There's no garlic. Sorry.
Hmm.
Sorry, I failed you.
Good. It's yummy, huh?
So full.
Nahunan ako ganina. Kalimot na ikaw ko na. Ikaw? Ikaw na po istorya? Ang buto na. Di ba? Ko alam siguro yung Darren. Lagi iya lagi bantay sa ako ko anang wanang ba. Lagi sudan ko niya ba. Tanawa po ninyo ng ang kuanang kang Darlin ba? Tanawa po niya mga kuan niya. Mga iya mga salida. Naunta nang naunta nang mustam ka nang napos man ang apat dahil. Tanawa po ninyo ang kang tanawa po diya ang mga salida ba? Ako mga igsoon day ka nagkuan ko na sila day. Mati ka day. Yun ang nako isulti nila. Hindi mo himo personal channel. Ang kaya ba oras na? Alas 11 na maday. Hoy, hello. Kuya, namde kaya kuya. Kung magkubantay nga namde kada kuya. Maon ka kuya. Salamat sa pagsulod kuya. Pagsuporta ba. Kung lingkod kuya ba, may na lang kuya. Maka-oras taan eh. Kung ito kumilig, kinahanglan ng oras. 4 mil man. Ay po. Ito pa ako. Dapat na nga yung mukha. Sugar na ako na eh. Hugas ako sa kamot. Excuse me ninyo. Ako na ni nganhin lang takutob ani kay mura mag alas 11 na manggod. Ako lang ni duha ka oras de. Pabuton ako pila ka minuto de. Oh, 10 mga 10 minutes. Kining imo day ako lang ni ipadayon day. Wa di nanulod kita-kita ra jud. Mamasura ko ani para ra ako'y daghan mananaw. Kaning imo day ba nakapati ba ka day? Kaning imo day salamat day ha sa imong pagsuporta nakon day ha. Kamo diha kinsa man nakabati man ang kamo diha tan-awa pud taon ninyo ang salida ni day kuan ni day Darlene tabang intaw ni nakon kanang na day nako ana ba ka day? Wala man ka na ako lang i-text nimo day di man ko sorted na. Awak kaning imo day uday o ako pag isiikuan duway-duway maninga kanang kuan day. Duha na ni kaad. Duha na ni kaad sa usa ka video na nimo. Aw, sulti na ko diri. Pwede. Ako ni papuntagan day. Aron nga magamit ni nato atong cellphone. Puntagan ta ni imo kay naman ni kuan wifi diri. Pero ang kani magud dapat naka kuan ko di tanan day. Ikuan ni day ba? Kaya ang kani mang 90 ka kuan ang imo ikuan tanan day iusa tanan para nang matubo ba kung matubo at least kung ako ato na ipaandaron tanan gyud makitaan iusa tanan ba ang imong mga kuan usa tanan imong mga pasalida day ako man ko ka hinukuan na kapit na mag mo ako na ni tapuso ni ako kuan day ako ang live dire dinhin lang ko to murag 15 pagkapapa na ako may 5 minutos salamat nang day manang idnam kuya Lenmar manay apet ako lang sa kani ko ano i-charge niya nani unin ako di lamang para mga gamit at saka mag kuan ako na ni-end na nga ako anday live salamat ninyo sunod na pod parehong oras salamat sa pagsuporta kining imo day ako yun ako ni padayon day tanaw na to di bata ni makasapi tanaw ni nato mayong tag makasapi na tani day Ay, tumbling-tumbling pa siguro tani para makakuha tani kada kukuha ni ako kuha uron nga oras ay 4 mil ko ni. Salamat. Bye-bye. Sa ulitin. Bye-bye na. Bye-bye, Day. Bye-bye, Kuya. Ano yung update, Derek?